Hopefully we have better luck this time. I said hopefully we have better luck this time.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Fielder over the 12-man.
Yeah, he called me like right after.
As we'll see, the number 15
I was watching it like it was a real game.
The Arizona State Sun Devils taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M
Hopefully it's as good as the game.
3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
The wind is only 6 miles an hour this time. So far,
the ball
so
squirts
good.
through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. This crowd full throats, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. This one's complete. No chance to run, but they still moving forward.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He did not make it a stonewall on third down.
I know you.
And this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. Third and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
The Sun Devils have a first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Oh!
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Sun Devils. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Not quite exactly the same.
They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands.
I like your little
visitor
section
to do the
there.
rest and get into the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kramer. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
I think so. No, they're college. Yeah.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Oh, wow.
Not to lose yardage on that
Whoa.
play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That is fantastic.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
His whole torso's red.
It's Reed. Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion.
We're going to go ahead and substitute Amari Daniels.
Your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. There he goes. That's That's the kind of play that can really get you going.
I was nervous.
Get it out to the 36. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Craver. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
This is a very
He might have scored if he hadn't got tackled.
If you're a linebacker, because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
In football, you hear the
I hate that play, but I love that
don't
play.
hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Finds space on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Aggies have this offense rolling.
Smith is.
And
Let's see
off
if he
from
can
the
carry the ball.
shotgun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Maybe, I don't know.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by
Barely
that
hear me.
defender.
Let's
Oh,
see.
yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Unloads it left.
What kind of flag
And
was
it's
that?
incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the
Holding.
call's on.
Dang. What do you want to do there?
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here.
Remember, I got a
Line
monster
getting
leg.
set on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Under
Go, baby.
fire. He's going to take off. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're trying to eat up some clock here. Ninth play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. They'll make the stop about a yard short
Coach
of the
says
first
go
down.
for it.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the
48
completion, and you're
yards.
like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring
I missed
fourth
it.
down right in the face.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it
It was
away.
just too much to risk.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and
If it
putting
was
3 points
the
on the
fourth
board.
quarter, it might be different.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Udo. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
We already broke
And
Moss's
I kind of
back,
like
so
how the
I
running
don't
back
care.
didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Throws to the wideout.
Grab the ball.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. And he drops
baby,
it,
let's go.
just took his eye off of it at the last minute. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight.
That kick might make sense.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark it down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Quick handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Steps away. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it for a big play. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say,
go,
that
boys.
guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
I do know I can't run as much this game like I did last game because I was substituting Daniels in. I don't know how my third string is.
Try to get it to the edge. Finding an escape route.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Using the quick game. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll leave it with him.
Get him behind the line, guys.
On that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
Oh my God.
Off to the races to the right. And
Jeez.
he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation.
We got number 0.
Throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I'll get one
Stopped at the
one time.
17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off-play action on first down. Looking left. He's got an open man.
Oh my God.
Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. All out of space. He'll be
And
stopped, but
oh.
not before getting the football and picking
Good.
up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
No, you're not.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Udo. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Yours only has bruised ribs. Will return soon.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a man. It's Levin. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around, and ideally you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football, and you could just tell he didn't get comfortable.
There we
didn't get
go.
his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Good hold.
Good right down the boulevard. Now up by 7 points here in the second. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He might want another play. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Flips it out on the screen. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself on the draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Using his legs, it's Daniels. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Fires left.
Soon as that left my hand.
And they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Jeez.
Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers.
Going over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll get things started on this drive.
Spot down the field so we can turn it over.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. On a little time, lets it go. Gets it out fast. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
And the draw play, you know, it's about looking over here, looking for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Concepcion.
Oh, X had him beat. Damn.
And the Aggies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Reed. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down. Complete downfield. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
And I think there's so many guys that think they can outrun guys and make plays, and sometimes you got to realize when a play's over and just get north-south, but QB's trying to outrun guys. The defense does a great job staying exactly where they're supposed to be, playing discipline.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
All right, boys.
He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
97 seconds. At least got to get through.
Looking for room. It's Owens. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Oh, he's got some space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Run in the red zone, it's Owens. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight.
Are you kidding me?
Let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got room at the 35. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play.
Broken ribs. Will not be able to return.
It's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was.
79 overall, 2nd string.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Oh, they're after him. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's McClain. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Lost a throw on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen,
he's looking deep.
Wow.
He's got it.
Cover 3, and my God.
great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Reed. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right.
And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half.
Crowd, I need you to get back into it.
He'll bring it out. It's Craver. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Got a man. It's Smith. Gets it out just short of the 20. Out of bounds at the 19-yard line and a little more room to operate.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Roll up there and get that first down.
The Aggies are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. On first down from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. Gets away from one, finds room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Football right there.
And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
All right, Owens.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up
A little more crowd.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting it second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. The give to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Good.
Another
There's
tough
been way
run for
more
this
injuries
offense,
in this
and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to...
Headed to the end zone, and you'll race it to the house.
Bruce Block.
These guys just
gotta do it.
from anywhere out there. After that,
That's what analytics says.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. Turning on the Jets. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. There he goes.
We can't give up 6.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona
Can't afford that shit.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
He'll bring it out. It's Craver. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line.
Holding.
Here comes the heat. Keeps it and gets the first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field.
Defensive holding.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
No, I declined it that way.
3 yards.
Oh wait, I got my yards.
Down for the offense after that penalty.
I don't want to.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll run play action. Wide open downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside.
Turning it on. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Texas A&M going quickly.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Owens. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Motion from the wideout. Calls his own number. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Carroll. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now, you don't see them near as much, but versatile piece of fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Into
Go.
the house. Touchdown,
I
Aggies!
feared have to be on
Well, they started with horrible
in bad field
position
position if I did
but
mess
ended with
up.
perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've
I
got to
audibled
have
out of
guys
it.
going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Levin. They're setting up the screen. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him
Check down Charlie.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the
No, he
running
said
back?
they're not
You
just
wanna put
using
a
it to check
linebacker
down
on him?
Charlie.
I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, you know, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
direct snap. Oh, better look out. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will
That 12th
expire
man.
here in the third. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was...
And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with the QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his
Crowd's
hands
back in
to
it.
his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Udo. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Ooh, lineman hurt.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Levin. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, we're still letting him take shots.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play in the quarterback.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pressure coming. Quickly complete. Wide open spaces. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guessed right.
It's a running room. It's a seam wide open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down.
That's the fumble.
They'll go back to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Reed. They'll run the screen. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach.
And
you're
my
trying
next
to
one
feel
is
the momentum and
it went
what's
from
your
83
confidence in your
overall to
quarterback,
69.
because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but
the guy that's
you've
in
got
there,
the
number 4,
weapons
he's
to
like
get
an
one more
86.
completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
We're kicking the field goal. We're going up to 7.
Center cut. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson. They're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over Hawaii. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
I think that was
a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your
I may need that time out.
He gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right
that
through
ball
the
definitely
line,
came out.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up a big play.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Bringing the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And now with that play for this offense, it's got to have the time. Now, I'm going for it on fourth down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearing.
Running free. He's loose. The touchdown Aggies. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you...
Into the secondary on the right. There he goes.
Wow.
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock,
I need 10 more yards to have a 500-yard game.
Distance still to win this game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kramer. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the grab. It's Bussey. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kramer. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they
quit
lost
faking the
yardage.
injury.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Taking it the other way. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Made the play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.